Hello everyone and welcome to an episode of Drama Chats. I'm Simona.
I'm Katie.
Alright, and today we are discussing the 2017 Korean fantasy film Along with the Gods, The Two Worlds. And this is part of a duology. I think there are, I'm going to put R in between quotes, planned sequels, but that was a few years ago, so I'm not sure if those will come to fruition.
I think because this movie was made in 2017 and there hasn't been any sequels since, I think that
there are at least two, and I think
are they?
Yeah, there are two. So there's Along with the Gods. The last 49 Days is the direct sequel to this one, and after that they had planned more.
Then I misunderstood what you were saying because
it
sounded like there weren't any sequels at all.
Yeah. So I don't know if it was supposed to be like 4 films. I'm not 100% on that one. But yeah, so this is directed by Kim Young-hwa and based on the webtoon series by Joo-ho Min, which is called the same thing, Along with the Gods.
See, now I thought that this was like adapted from some like either manga or a webcomic.
Yeah, I only found out when I was looking things up because I didn't know this beforehand.
Just the way, I don't know about you, but just the way it reads kind of says.
I guess. I enjoyed it. I've seen this film a few times. It's one of my favorites. So the film stars Hong Jung-woo as Gangrim, who's the leader of the we're going to call them Grim Reapers. Cha Tae-yeon is Kim Ja-hung, Joo Ji-hoon, and Joo Ji-hoon's character name. It's a
doozy?
It is. I'm going to say Hae-won Mak. I am butchering that, and I sincerely apologize, but it's one of those. It's hard. And then Kim Hyung-gi as Lee Duk-chun, who's also one of the Grim Reapers. And I always apologize. I do my best to say these names, so I do apologize for any native speakers.
Are they Grim Reapers or are they Guardians? Because the way when I was watching this movie, I wouldn't necessarily call them Grim Reapers because they're kind of like being guardians for our main character. Going through the levels of hell.
Yeah, I do see that. But I think, and I don't know whether it's a translation thing as well. But so they are in charge of this particular man's soul because he's a paragon, which I'll explain what that is in a little bit. So they're in charge of protecting him along his journey, but I also thought they are supposed to be, because they do reap his soul. They come to collect him. Right. So, but we'll call them Guardians / Grim Reapers. I'll use those terms interchangeably. So the film starts off where Kim Jung-hong, he is a firefighter, and in the line of duty, he passes away. He doesn't realize he's dead at first, but he sees these two figures standing amidst the chaos, seemingly unaffected, and he learns from them that he has passed away, that they are here to collect him, and he also learns that he is a paragon, which is essentially a soul who has died doing something extraordinary for someone else. So in this case, he passed away, saving the life of a little girl. The building where she lived is engulfed in flames. He crashes out of the window, rescues her, and he passes away. So he is a paragon. And the two, I'm going to call them Guardians / Grim Reapers, are very excited because there hasn't been a paragon in a very long time.
There's a catch, though.
Yes. So they're happy too because if he passes a series of trials, they will have an opportunity to reincarnate. So they're hoping that he is indeed a paragon, that he will pass the trials that he has to undergo so that they can reincarnate. Because they've been doing this for a very, very, very long time.
Very, very long time.
And I should have said spoilers. Yes, this film is from 2017, but just in case, here on in, ye be warned, there are spoilers.
Well, I didn't know about this movie until we actually started watching it. So...
yeah, so he's informed, he gets taken to the afterlife, and he has to go through a series of trials for 49 days, and 49 days is part of a Confucius belief that when a soul passes, and I'm pretty sure this is correct, they have 49 days in which to not linger on the earth, but I guess like settle any grievances, and I hope that this is correct. So that's what the 49 days is for, and he has...
So they're basically like, they have 49 days to tie any loose ends in their former life before they can be reincarnated?
Yes. And if I'm wrong, if anyone can correct it, please feel free to do so.
Nicely, please.
Yes. So he's going through, he has to go through these 7 hells, and in Korean mythology there are a lot of hells for different types of sin. I was looking some up. So there's like the hell of blades, which are like these trees with very sharp limbs that will cut you. There's the hell of the boiling pot, which essentially you're boiled alive in a gigantic pot. And each hell is sort of, it depends on what your sin is. So there's one sin where I think it's called the hell of tongue. And it's where like your tongue will get pulled out and ripped out because I think you gossiped or you slandered someone. So that's your punishment for all eternity. Not all of these hells are shown in the film. But in each hell, he goes before the god, and the god basically determines whether or not he deserves to pass on to the next sort of hell. And little by little, it's revealed that he isn't, quote unquote, as perfect as first believed, which is a normal thing. The beauty of this film is that these so-called sins, you later realize why he did certain things, and I won't spoil too much because I do think it's a film that's worth watching, so I won't go into those details. But one of the major turning points is that while he's in the process of going through his trials, the afterworld is disrupted by an event in our world.
Yes.
So he has a younger brother that's in the army, and the younger brother becomes a vengeful spirit. And I'm not going to go into details because I really want you guys to watch it. And because of his actions, he threatens... I can't remember now his name. He threatens Jahung's sort of ability to pass through the afterlife unscathed, because now they have to, his guardians have to deal with the vengeful spirit, as well as trying to get him safely through each of these hells. But in the end, things come together. It's an excellent exploration of Korean mythology.
Yes. I simply liked the fact that each layer of hell had a god that was in charge of it.
Yes, and I like how each of the gods are portrayed.
Yes, they have individual personalities.
Yes.
It's not like a cookie cutter of like the same god as you go, which I really appreciated.
Yeah, and for those of you who are Squid Game fans, you will recognize who Yumra is. And that's all I'll say, because he's the actor, one of the main actors in Squid Games, and he also is in this film, which I had forgotten.
The first season or the second season?
First and second season.
Okay.
He's a recurring character, and I had forgotten he was in this film until I saw him again, and he looks very sexy. He has his beard, his long hair, and he has a beautiful voice. I'm like, aha, yes. So if you watch this film,
she has yet another Korean boyfriend.
I have so many. And he is in Squid Games. So that was a fun little reminder for me. So what were your thoughts on the film?
So this film was okay to me. Mm-hmm. I liked the premise. I enjoyed the premise. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I feel like the story is like the same story that I've seen in like Western fantasy-esque films. Mm. What I did, though, enjoy were the Guardian characters, because I thought they had some, like, humorous moments to them. I liked how they played off each other. I thought that was really well done. And I did like the fact that you got to meet different gods for the different layers of hell, which I had, like, said earlier. Mm-hmm. But would I necessarily see this movie again? Probably not, but I did enjoy it for what it was. It was entertaining, for sure.
So what, if you don't mind, like what Western films did it remind you of?
almost any type of fantasy with like, because it's like the journey, you know, the journey of like triumphing over your fears, over your past transgressions. I feel like is too strong of a word, but like getting over your past mistakes, because I see that in like, and like this K-pop Demon Hunters isn't necessarily a Western film, but it reminds me of that. It's like, it's about acceptance of who you are and how your past informs your future and your relationships around you. And then you could argue that like that's the same as like The Lord of the Rings. Or, I mean, very different story, very different premise, but the elements are like the same.
I understand what you mean, because if you think of Lord of the Rings, it's about the hero's journey.
Yes.
And this is a similar kind of concept. It's like, if you want to call him a hero figure, if you're not taking the word hero as literally as it implies, I can understand. Which I think also goes to show how, even though it's different cultures, there is a universality.
Oh, absolutely.
To some messaging.
And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that that's a bad thing. I like seeing that those elements of the hero's journey in other other stories, in more Eastern stories, where you have their own culture put into it and their own folklore put into it. It's just, I don't know. I guess my expectations were a little higher than
that's
than they were when I saw the movie.
Yeah.
But that's not to say that I didn't enjoy it. But I think this is just one of the ones where I've seen it. I'm glad I saw it, and I'm okay with seeing it one time.
So the whole 49 days, there was a K-drama, and I'm sure there are probably others that was made, and this was in, I think, the early 2000s, and it's called 49 Days. My sister owns it because it was one of the few K-dramas we caught while it was like airing back in the day, when you kind of had to wait and streaming services weren't really a thing.
Oh wow, we're going back in the day.
Yeah, I think it may have come out before Netflix was even a thing. And
wow, we're going way back.
So thank God for streaming services. And it's about a young woman who passes, and she is given the opportunity for 49 days. The basic premise is she has to collect tears.
Okay.
But not just any tears. These have to be genuine tears shed on her behalf.
Oh, interesting.
And while she's in the mortal world, she inhabits the body of this young woman. So that's the basic premise. It is dated with certain things, but the story is still very good.
Yeah.
If you're able to find it, which is an issue with a lot of these older K-dramas, it is definitely worth the watch.
So is this the direct sequel to...
No. So 49 Days is a completely... It's separate from this film series. It's a drama.
Okay.
That was made several years ago. And that's the basic premise. This woman passes away under tragic circumstances. A Grim Reaper-esque character appears to her and says that she has an opportunity to sort of she's not dead.
She's like in a coma?
Yes. And she basically says, you have 49 days, collect tears. She says, oh, that's easy. Everyone loves me. I'm going to get those tears.
Oh, no.
It proves to be a lot harder than she thinks, and the tears have to be genuinely shed for her. So they can't just be, oh, I bumped my toe, and tear. Like, they have to be genuine tears.
They have
for
to have
her.
emotion.
Yes.
They have to have emotional backing to the tears.
And if she is unable to, then she will pass on to the afterlife. So basic premise. Like I said, if you're able to find it, it's worth the watch. Do you have any more thoughts, or do you want me to go into my K-drama recommendation?
Just that, watch it. It's not wasted time. It's time well spent. The story is entertaining, and for all of my knocking it, I did enjoy it.
No, it is really good. The sequel, I did enjoy it as well. I think when the sequel came out, it was not well received by critics. They felt that it wasn't as good as the first one. I might argue, and it's been a while since I've seen the second one, that might very well be the case. With the second film, it goes also more into the backstory of the Guardians. And that's all I'll say. But I would argue maybe the first film is better, but this one is still worth the watch.
Yeah.
And I forgot to mention that this is available through Hoopla, which is our digital streaming service. So both films are on Hoopla. So please check it out. And before we conclude, I'm going to give some K-drama recs. So this is a season 1, season 2 rec. So the drama is called Weak Hero Class, and there's Weak Hero Class 1, Weak Hero Class 2. Combined, it's a total of 16 episodes, 8 episodes per season. So it's a shorter one, more manageable. It is available through Netflix. I finished Weak Hero Class 2 last night. The emotions. So the basic premise of season 1 is Yeon Si-eun, who's played by Park Ji-hoon, is a model student. He ranks top in his school, but physically he's very weak. He's also suffering from some mental health issues, and he eventually decides to take a stand against bullying, that's the basic premise of season 1. And the show is, it has moments of levity, but it deals with mental health issues, trauma, school bullying.
It's a downer.
Not completely. I just want to put that out there, that it does deal with very serious, heavy topics. It deals with the pressure of academic success,
which I think is rampant in not only like Korea, but also Japan.
Yeah. But it also has some of the most beautiful male friendships on screen.
I like that.
Yes, the actors are fantastic. They work so well together. And season 2 is just as great as season 1. It follows the same main character, but it also introduces some more characters who are just, they will steal your hearts. They are amazing.
So you want to root for them.
Exactly, yes. And even the so-called villains, like the one of the villains of season 2, I'm not going to say anything because I don't want to spoil it. He's not 100% a villain, but it's circumstances. But I was telling my younger sister, what I feel is kind of lacking in Western media are strong depictions of male friendship. Like depictions where men can be vulnerable with one another, emotional, display affection and love, and it's not like there's like a sexual undertone. I think Korean dramas do it so well when they're depicting male friendships. It's amazing. So highly recommend both of these seasons. It's on Netflix. You will enjoy it, but I do want to warn you, it deals with heavy topics, but there are moments of levity, moments where you're just saying aw as you're watching it because they're just so cute, and it's amazing. And watching the behind the scenes of the actors, how they all bonded with one another, it's just such a great, both seasons are fantastic. So that's my drama rec.
Nice.
And yeah, so thank you so much for joining us for this discussion. Check out the films. As I said before, they're available on Hoopla. And like, subscribe, leave your comments, and we will see you next time. Bye, everyone.